Hey everybody, Tech Bishop here. I'm going to do a video I shouldn't do. I'm going to talk about something that I know very little about, as usual. But I was in Mr. and Mrs. 5.56 Blog TV last night, and had a good time. It's always a good time in there. I wish I could go every week, but I can only go every other week. But there was this guy in there that kept asking about how to buy AK-47. And I don't know if he ever got the answer he was looking for, but I thought I'd do a real quick video of stuff that somebody told me how to buy a cheap AK-47. I guess you can spend whatever you want, you know, like everything else, but to get a halfway decent one, there is one thing about these things. There's a Wasser 10, and I think they're the ones that have problems here where the magazine goes in. It won't hold the magazine tight. If you get the Wasser, which will be right here on the side of the rifle, right here, if you look, the cheap ones, which they try to sell for the same price, will have Wasser 10. This one is Wasser 10/63, and I think the 63 is the actual year that they allowed these rifles to be imported into the United States. And also it has a birth date on it. If you get a 1063, there's a Wasser 1063 here, and then right above that here it gives the birth date, which is, this one is 1968, and I think that goes up to 1970. I want to say 71. That's the oldest I've seen. But then there's a AK-47 that's a 74 model, and it has some little indentions here that hold the magazine tight, which this one doesn't have. But if you put a magazine in an AK or Wasser 10, not a 1063 but a Wasser 10, that magazine will rattle like you won't believe, and you don't want that. And this one, like I said, it's a 1063. It has a Tapco trigger is another thing you want to look for. It'll be a Tapco. It's written right there on the side. I know this didn't pick it up, but it's right there. Be a Tapco trigger. Check and make sure that all the serial numbers match on the gun, and you lift up this dust cover, and you can actually see if it's on the, I think it's on the bolt and the bolt receiver, I think what you call it. I'm not sure what you would call it, but there's 3 places in here that's got serial numbers. Make sure they match. I mean, that's what was told to me. And don't pay a lot for this gun. I paid like $350 for this gun, 2 magazines. Check the bore, open up the chamber, open up the bolt, get a bore light or something, look down, make sure it's not pitted or rusted inside the barrel. Make sure the sights are straight, and this one's got a bad stock finish. You can refinish them, I guess, if you wanted to, but I don't really care that much about that. But like I say, I bought this pretty cheap from a gun show, and it does exactly what I wanted to do. I can bump fire it. If you want a really good AK-47, I would spend a little bit more money and buy the AR-15. That'd be better, in my opinion. But this is a fun gun to shoot. You can bump fire it. You know, it makes a lot of noise, blows a lot of bullets out. It's just fun to shoot. But that's all I know about them. So that would help if you can do those few things: the bore, the date on the rifle, Wasser 10/63, see if the serial numbers match, and the Tapco trigger. Those few things, or in the straight side, make sure the sights are straight. And you know, check the bolt, make sure the bolt, you know, works pretty freely, and it should be good to go. Just something, you know, to play around with a little bit. I know it's not a toy, but it is a lot of fun to play with. I love it. That's it. That's all I know, and that's my little opinion, my little inexperienced, uninformed information that I have And one more bit of information. I did this video and I'm not wearing any pants. Tech Bishop signing out.